A small salary, a quiet apartment, and somehow, no debt, no panic, no scramble at the end of the month. That's not luck. That's a system. And it's been sitting in Japanese households for over 100 years, mostly unnoticed. We're taught that the only way out of feeling poor is to earn more. Bigger paycheck, bigger relief. But millions of people get the raise and still feel broke a year later. So maybe the problem was never the number on the paycheck. Today I'm walking you through 8 household habits passed down through generations here that quietly protect money instead of chasing it. One of them will sting a little if you've ever bought something just to look successful. Another one takes almost no effort and compounds into something enormous. And the last idea ties every other habit together. A single sentence that changes how enough feels forever. But none of the other 7 work without the first one. So let's start where every quiet fortune in Japan actually begins, with a notebook and a pen. This is the foundation everything else stands on. Get this one right, and the rest of the system clicks into place almost on its own. Secret one is called Kakeibo. It's a household ledger that's been used in Japan since 1904. Over 100 years of families writing down, by hand, every single yen that comes in and goes out. No app, no spreadsheet, no silent auto-tracking. Just a pen, a page, and your own hand recording the truth of where your money actually goes. Here's why that matters. When we tap a card or a phone, the spending is invisible. There's no friction, no pause, no feeling of the money leaving. Kakeibo brings that feeling back on purpose. Before every purchase, the practice asks 4 quiet questions. Can I live without this? Can I afford it? Will I actually use it? And how do I feel about buying it? For simple questions. But they do something automation never can. They make your spending visible again. And you cannot fix what you refuse to see. Tonight, try the smallest version of this. Write down 3 things: what came in, what went out, and what surprised you. That's the entire first step. This single habit is why so many modest Japanese salaries quietly turn into paid-off homes and calm bank account. Once the money is visible, everything else becomes possible. Secret 2 flips something most of us do backwards without ever noticing. It's called Sakidori Chokin, savings taken off the top before a single bill is paid. The usual approach is to pay every bill first and save whatever happens to survive the month. The problem is, there's almost never anything left. Life quietly expands to fill every dollar. In this practice, the order simply reverses. Savings are set aside first, automatically, immediately. Then daily life is built around whatever remains. It sounds like a tiny reversal, almost too small to matter, but it changes everything because your savings stop being a leftover hope and become a protected priority. It doesn't matter if it starts small, even a modest amount each month. The order matters more than the size, because once the habit exists, the amount naturally grows. Now the money is both visible and protected, but there's a quieter threat waiting: waste disguised as everyday, ordinary life. Secret 3 is a single word that, if it lived in your head, could quietly save you a fortune over a lifetime. The word is Mottainai. There's no perfect English translation, but it's the quiet regret you feel when something valuable is wasted. A belief that waste itself is simply wrong. Compare that to a culture obsessed with upgrading the new phone every year. The item replaced not because it broke, but because something shinier appeared. Mottainai isn't about being cheap. That's a common misreading. It's actually abundance thinking, the quiet confidence of someone who doesn't need something new to feel whole. Every upgrade carries 2 prices: the money it costs and the freedom it quietly delays. That gap, repeated for years, becomes a fortune hidden inside ordinary daily choices. Waste is expensive, but there's one kind of waste that costs even more: spending money not to own something, but to be seen owning it. Secret 4 might be the most uncomfortable one in this entire list because it challenges something we're taught to want every single day: looking successful. There's a lie many of us absorb without noticing, that looking rich and being rich are the same thing. They rarely are. A person can carry designer signal and still be one missed paycheck from collapse. The appearance of wealth is often just a costume, and an expensive one. In traditional Japanese culture, openly flaunting wealth can feel uncomfortable, even embarrassing. The goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to quietly be rich. People living this way drive modest cars, wear unremarkable clothes, live in ordinary homes. You could stand beside them for years and never know. The moment you stop spending to prove something to strangers, an enormous amount of money frees up, money that can finally build your future instead of decorating your present. Secret 5 is a word you've probably seen before: Ikigai. It's usually framed as your reason for being, but there's a far more practical money angle hiding inside it. Ikigai works almost like a career durability engine. It solves the problem that quietly destroys most earners over time: burnout. One common path is chasing whatever pays the most, grinding until it's unbearable, quitting, and starting over, never staying anywhere long enough to become truly valuable. Ikigai isn't about quitting your job to chase passion overnight. It's choosing a valuable skill you can keep improving for years without it wearing you down. The highest earners aren't always the ones who hustled hardest for 90 days. Often, they're the ones who stayed with one valuable craft for 10 years. The goal isn't work that feels effortless. It's work you can keep getting better at without losing yourself. That kind of depth is where real earning power quietly lives. Secret 6 asks a simple question. What does getting rich actually look like in your imagination? For a lot of us, it's the lucky break, the big overnight win. We're culturally drawn to fast, the overnight story, the shortcut, the idea that we might skip all the boring steps entirely. The traditional long-term mindset here is almost the opposite. It can feel boring until you realize boring is exactly what makes it work. It's built on patience, consistency, and thinking in decades instead of days. The goal isn't zero risk, it's simply avoiding foolish, unnecessary risk. The same modest contribution, made month after month, year after year, time spent in the process instead of gambling on a single moment. One path is a thrill that fades by morning. The other is a quiet fortune that keeps growing while you're busy living your life. Secret 7 is a word that quietly built some of the most successful companies on earth, and it works just as well on a single life. It's called Kaizen. It means continuous improvement, but at its heart is one small, almost laughable idea. Get just 1% better. Not transform, not overhaul, 1%. We tend to love the dramatic overhaul, a total life makeover starting Monday, and we all know how those stories usually end within a few weeks. Kaizen works because it's the opposite, so small it's nearly impossible to fail. Save $1 extra, cancel one subscription, cook one more meal at home this week, improve by just 1% every day for a year, and the compounding math takes you nearly 38 times further, because each small gain builds on the last. Don't try to cut your whole life in half. Cut one leak. Don't aim to become a new person overnight. Aim to become 1% steadier every single day. Secret 8 is the one that quietly powers every other secret in this video. Without it, none of the other 7 fully last. It's called Taru Wo Shiru. It means knowing what is enough. Many of us are raised to always want more. A bigger home, a newer car, the next promotion, the next purchase. The trap is that the goalpost keeps moving. We get the thing we wanted, and within weeks it feels normal, and we're already reaching for the next one. Knowing what is enough quietly breaks that cycle. It asks a question we almost never stop to ask ourselves. How much do I actually need? Wealth isn't only a number in a bank account. It's the gap between what you desire and what you actually need, and that gap can be widened 2 ways. You can chase more income forever, or you can master your want, something you can start today, on any salary, with no raise required at all. So let's bring it all together. Kakeibo, make your money visible by writing it down by hand. Sakidori Chokin, save first before a single bill is paid. Mottainai, waste nothing, and honor what you already have. Stealth wealth, stop spending to look rich, and quietly become rich instead. Ikigai as career durability, build a skill you can sustain for a decade, not a season. The long-term mentality, boring repeatable patience over fast fantasies. Kaizen, 1% better, quietly compounding. And Taru Wo Shiru, knowing what is enough and letting that knowledge finally set you free. Don't try all 8 at once. That's the mistake most people make. Start with 1. Get a cheap notebook, and for the next 7 days, just write down what you spend. Can't fix what you can't see. Income sets the speed. Your system sets the direction. Now you have 1.